Hey, what's up, guys? Mikkel Bennett here and
Dominique Bennett.
Yes, we are your friends with benefits. So today in this episode, what we want to talk about is, what it takes when you're beginning your business, the things that you definitely do need, and some of the things that you might have thought that you need that really is not that important. And my lovely wife here, she helps a lot of people to start up their businesses. I'll give y'all a little insight. I literally think of a business idea in my head, and then I'll go to her and be like, look, you go ahead and get it started up the right way, because I don't know what to do. So I'm not going to act like I know what to do. I'm going to let her give y'all the game.
All right, guys. So the whole reason why you want to legitimize your business is, not only to build business credit, but to get business funding. Okay. Because a lot of people start off business the wrong way and they, put their money into it up front when they don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. You can use other people's money to start your business. Initially, when you register your business and things like that, like you really only should have to invest maybe $500 tops initially into your business out of your personal money before you can go out and start getting actual funding. Okay. So I'm going to walk you through those steps so that you can go ahead and do that yourself.
Okay.
A lot of times when people are like, I want to go and register my business, they go to Google. And what pops up when they go to Google to start?
LegalZoom.
Ew. No LegalZoom. LegalZoom overcharges people. They're going to tell you that you need things that you don't. They're going to tell you need to get a lawyer for your operating agreement and blah, 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 blah. No, you don't need those things. Okay. It's going to cost you, if you're in Pennsylvania, where we are, it's going to cost you $125 to go ahead and register your business with the Department of State. Okay. So that website is, let me just pull it up. It's like pa.dos or something.
Right. And so basically any state that you're in, you need to go to
I would go to Google and type in Department of State and then your state.
Okay, Department of State and then your state.
Right. So it's www.dos, like dos.pa.gov. And then that's where you're going to go. Now, when you go there, there's two options. You can either fill out the paper to register your LLC, or you can do it directly online. So to do it online, I'm just going to click on the link on my phone because I want to show you guys. You're going to see a whole list of different forms here that you can fill out. There's different links to different PDFs that you can fill out. But I want to keep it really simple for you guys. So once you figure out what kind of business you're registering, most of you will be doing a domestic limited liability company.
And you want to stay away from high risk industries?
Yes. You can Google more about that if you want, or we talk about that as well. Anyway, so you're going to click on where it says certificate of organization. It's the first option under domestic limited liability company.
Can you say that one more time?
It's let me go back. It's under domestic limited liability company. It's called the certificate of organization. Okay. It's the first option. All right. So you're going to click on that. It's going to pull up the PDF form. I don't know if it'll be able to focus too well. Anyway, it's going to pull up the PDF. There's a link there. Okay. So you can either fill out this form and you can submit the form via the website, via that link, or you can just click on this link here. That's at the top. It's highlighted in blue. It's not rocket science. It's right in your face. You're going to click log in on the top right. Okay. You're going to be like, oh, I don't have a login. We know. You're going to create a login. So you want to register. So you're going to scroll down a little bit to where it says register a new account. This is going to allow you to fill out that form online, completely online, pay for it online. I actually helped somebody last night with getting their business started. And one of the questions that she had asked me was about the registered address that you put on there. And one of the things about starting a business is people, tend to register their business right away with their home address. And you can do that, but do you really want your home address to pop up when they go to look up your business, like do an entity search? I don't know. There's a lot of creepy people out there. I don't really want my personal address out there.
Imagine if you're just starting a moving company and you're helping people move from state to state. Something happens or whatever, and they look up the name of your moving company and your moving company is listed under your home address.
Not cool.
Not a good look.
No. So what I suggest doing, and what we actually do, Staples actually accepts people's mail. So it's called iPostal. You can go on there, create an account. There's steps that you need to take, but go to your Staples. The girl at Staples knows me by name because I go in there all the time, collect our mail, and like she helped me to get everything set up, like any questions that I had, because it's new for them too. So they might not like they'll be able to help you, but they might not fully understand it, but it's a learning experience. And it's just going to be more knowledge that you're going to have for all your other businesses you have in the future. Anyway, so she helped me to fill out all the information and, we got that set up. So now once a week, I get an alert on my phone saying, hey, there's mail. Or it might not even be once a week, but whenever I get business mail, I can go there. So it's actually the address for the Staples building. And then there's it's kind of like a PO box, like there's a PO box, you go to the post office and you have your box there. So here it's a physical address, which with a PO box, you don't have a physical address. So physical address of Staples, and it has a number. So it's like number 2020, right? And that's my box number. So I can go into Staples, pick up my mail. Yeah. Right. It's about $9.99 a month. Totally worth it. Totally affordable. I highly suggest it. There are some banks out there when you go to apply for funding that aren't really down with the virtual address and they prefer you use your home. One of those banks being KeyBank. And that's perfectly fine. I just suggest that you get it. It's a great way to like collect your mail, and it's perfect so that you don't have to use your home address when you're registering for things that are, so even like, for example, for my photo booth business, we are on the knot.com and we're on weddingwire.com. We need to put an address in there, virtual address. Why am I putting my personal in there? Don't need to do that because I don't want people showing up in my house for a photo booth. Like not cool.
You got the photo booth?
Right. Because there's a map on there. It maps like where it is. Like, no, I don't want people coming to my house.
Search up addresses of businesses and go to it just to ask questions.
Yeah. Or to scope it out. Like just to check it out.
No, okay.
Anyway, so you want to go and get that virtual address, and that's what you're going to put in for the registered address. Okay. And that registered address just means that like if there's any legal paperwork in the future, what address that's going to go to and where it's going to be like served to. So that's what that address means. Okay. So that's important. Again, it's going to cost you $125 to fill that all out, to submit it. One of the main things you want to keep in mind is make sure that you do an entity search. It's going to ask you to do that when you go to fill out the form. You want to make sure that your business is not already taken by somebody else. You want to make sure that it's available. Because if it is already taken by somebody else and you go to register for it with your state, you're going to get like denied and you're going to lose out on that money. Okay. So you want to make sure that your business name is available. I'm trying to think what else. The rest I feel like is pretty easy. You're going to put on there the people that own the business. So like for Mikhail and I, it'd be like, we both own the business, 50-50, whatever. Other than that, before you can go and open an account, you need to wait until that paperwork comes back as filed, because banks want the filed paperwork because that shows that your business is active. So you'll get it. If you do it online, you'll get it online. You'll be able to print it out. It'll show the filed stamp in the top right. You're good to go. The next step you want to do is you want to go to irs.gov.
Oh, wait. But I know you're about to drop something heavy.
Okay.
Before you go and drop that heavy nugget, can you guys make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel, guys? Like this video if she giving y'all nuggets.
Hit the notification
I'm bringing her
bell
on the channel to give y'all straight nuggets. Guys, she literally be sitting around giving me nuggets all day.
I've been in banking for 15 years.
15 years, right.
I have a lot of knowledge that I've learned there, but then, we also invest into a lot of mentorship and learning ourselves.
A lot of brain juice.
Yeah, there's so much in our brains.
So, and then also, guys, if y'all getting a lot of sauce from this, drop some love in the comments, man. Let us know what you liking, what you learned.
If there's something you want to know more about, comment about that too, because we just know so much.
Right. If y'all don't participate, I'm not even gonna bring her on no more. I'm gonna just sit up here and talk all day. Okay. So
all right,
IRS.gov.
That's where you want to go next. And this is where you're going to get your EIN number. And your EIN number is like your social security number for your business. Has to do with taxes. Very important. You need to go and do that. Okay. Usually the IRS has restricted hours. Like it's like Monday through Friday, 7 or 9 to 3 or 7 to 3 or whatever. So you want to register for your EIN number between those times. Now you still can go on the Department of State and still file your business and then go and get your EIN number a few days later. That's perfectly fine. That's something else you're going to need to bring to the bank. The third thing you're going to need, and there's also a fourth, but the third thing you might need is an operating agreement. An operating agreement, just to make it cut and dry, it's just explaining who owns the business, how much of the business do they own, like what are the different things that each person's allowed to do, right? So it's just like the rules and regulations for your business. It's pretty much it. You can go to Rocket Lawyer INQUIRES.com. They have a lot of operating agreements on there, and it's literally like a form. It's going to say, what's your name? What's your business address? What's your one partner's name? What's your second partner's name? Like, you just fill in the blanks, and then it's going to create this document at the end. And I think you might be able to get it for free. I think they have a free trial. It's been a while since I've had to do an actual operating agreement. I usually just tell other people to go do it. Or you might have to pay for it, but it's cheap. It's going to be like $10, $20. Like, it's not going to be a lot of money.
Investment. I don't want y'all blinking about investments no more, man.
Yeah.
You got to. So we don't even care.
So you go and get that, right? So the other thing that you're going to want to do is, well, you don't have to do this right away. But Navy Federal wants you to get like it's like a certificate of authenticity type of thing. Oh, I can't think of what it's called right now off the top of my head. Hang on. We'll just cut it at this part, and I just need to know what it's called.
We're not cutting it, y'all.
Okay.
We going too good. So really quick, we can recap on the things that they need. The first thing you need is to go to your Department of State and get that and file your business. Your state is. Then the next thing you need to do is go to IRS.gov and get your EIN number. The third thing you need to do is what?
Go to rocketlawyer.com or just go to Google and type in Rocket Lawyer and type in operating agreement and your state.
Okay, and now we are at number 4, which
could be a certificate of good standing, is what it's called. Okay. Some banks require this. It's about $70, I think. Once you register your business, you'll actually get something in the mail to do that. But again, some banks don't require it. I would say most banks don't require it. It just shows that your business is in good standing. But if you go and get a business account at Navy Fed, they want that paperwork, and they want it to be within so much time, like with recent. So then once you have your paperwork and everything that you need, you can go and start opening bank accounts, right? So that's where the other investment comes in, because you're going to need to put money in those accounts. Not a lot of money. We say in business accounts, $100 in checking, $100 in savings. And then you can go ahead and apply for business credit cards, business lines of credit, things like that.
After you let the relationship marinate for at least 30 days, we would say. I mean, if you have like an 800 credit score, you'll probably get approved for something. But a lot of banks, your limit might not be as high as it possibly could be. But at the end of the day, if you got a good credit score, I believe you can get started. But always build that relationship, at least open up those accounts and everything before just trying to apply for credit cards, business credit cards at least.
And in order to get business credit cards, like, your credit has to be in good standing. Like, you can't have derogatories and things like that. You want to make sure that your credit's at least like a 680, if not higher. No late fees or late payments.
At least the 680 credit score. So for business credit, the requirements are at least the 680 credit score, no derogatory remarks, no late payments in the last 24 months, and at least your utilization needs to be at least under 30%.
Right.
Okay. Sometimes it's 35, but under 30%.
Right. And those are the requirements. A lot of people are like, oh my God, I was going to pay $1,000 to go register my business. Or when I first started looking into starting a business, I didn't start a business because I thought it was going to cost me $500 because I went to LegalZoom and I was like, what?
Right.
I was like, that's what it requires. But like, that just shows you, like, when you know better, you do better.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So it's our duty to share that with other people too that want to start their business.
Right. So this video is specifically for those people who always hit us up to ask about
how do I start a business?
About starting a business, is the steps about getting the business set up for funding. Like all of those things. Like, don't be running around out here trying to run a business with no funding. Like, it's no fun. It's no fun because things happen in business all the time. You need to be able to invest in the things, and you need to not blink when it's time to invest. Like I said, it's time for everybody. Like, life is way too short. And when you understand that an investment can get you the result that you want, the cost really shouldn't matter. You need to stop blinking. Let's get this funding, get that out the way, and let's get to work.
Because your goals don't give about your excuses, because your excuses aren't going to get you to your goal.
She dropping more nuggets, y'all. Dropping more nuggets. So, if you guys like what you heard, make sure you like,
subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow us on social media. Let us know what you guys want to know more about when it comes to business credit, personal credit, marketing, branding,
bossing up,
anything,
getting to the bag.
Websites, you name it. We got you.
We can't deny it. Like, we can help you get to the bag. Like, whatever your the ideas that you have in your head and they're just so jumbled up,
Mhm.
we can help you actually put together a roadmap.
We can sort it out
and help you put together the things that you need to do, the things that you need to delegate, have people, take over that, all of that stuff, right?
Yep.
So in the description, we're going to put our social medias. And then if you want to book a consultation to speak about business, you want to book a consultation, speak about marketing, credit,
Mhm.
I'll put the links
and in the description too, those links that I spoke about, I'll put those links in the description too, so you can just click and go.
Ooh.
That's just if you're in
That's it.
Pennsylvania.
So that means okay,
Yeah,
sweet.
but I'll put that in there. But
So that's
right.
it.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
it.
guys. Mikkel
Dominique.
signing out.